Hey, surprise! I'm doing a reaction video for the new PlayStation 5 gameplay reveal. Who would have thought? Yeah, I'm really keen to actually see if it has any legitimate gameplay or whether it's going to be a mix of sort of CGI, sort of like that kind of horrendous. Oh, horrendous. That's being a little too harsh. The interesting Inside Xbox gameplay event, which didn't have too much gameplay. So I'm hoping that this is them maybe trying to get a little cheeky stab in where they can. But anything for PlayStation 5, I'm keen to see since they haven't really put out much. So hopefully it has something of genuine interest. Let's find out. Courtesy of Epic Games, of course. Unreal Engine, which are...
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jérôme Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting,
How many people actually care about this?
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static. And I'm able to iterate
care
a lot
about
faster.
global illumination?
And we call this new system Lumen. And we're about to show you what it is capable of.
Obviously,
but first,
it's cool.
There was another area,
but do you care about deep diving into
truly
the
virtualized
tech behind it?
The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. Could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
Doesn't care about this side of things. They just want to have a really cool experience. It's odd to me that they're spending so much time jumping straight into going the back end, you know, the tech works.
Creating LODs or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
Awesome.
Please just be Fortnite, please. Oh,
this has to be the right way.
Wow. Okay, so far it seems pretty scripted.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets,
I take it back.
But instead of using the game versions, we use the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each, and thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles.
Cool. So it's
very
literally
quickly.
There
are over 1 billion triangles
object.
Of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles.
The tessellation is generated through...
What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles,
so
each a different color.
Most
are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well.
Native 4K at like a playable frame rate is going to be incredibly impressive.
All of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic, with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps,
a lot of PC
no baking
games
here. Without GI,
even on
all of that beautiful lighting is gone.
Do not look anywhere
With Lumen
near
enabled,
as good as that.
we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly.
So for a console that's going to be reasonably priced in consideration for a high-end PC, definitely some value for money there.
We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics.
I'm already getting Tomb Raider vibes. I know that they're like, how can you not
and reproduce them in
have
virtual
a Tomb Raider
spaces.
game in like a
sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio.
Like this. That audio is awesome. If you've got like surround, you can obviously hear that. Animations look good. I don't know if that's what they're showing off, but it all looks good.
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
Okay, so reactive bats. It's like COD, guys. The fish are real. They swim away from you.
We also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
Okay, that's cool. That is impressive. That's gonna be taxing. I feel like I'm watching a discount Tomb Raider, and I'm okay with that. I just like, is this actually a
runs
game?
on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth.
That's a lot of effort for something that may not actually be a game that's coming out. It looks cool. Got me interested. It's sort of a very
Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to
I
adapt.
probably absolutely butchered the
Added predictive
pronunciation on
foot
that one.
placement and motion warping,
But it
which
sort of seems to
dynamically
hide a
modifies
lot of
IK
the
and body position to look more
edges,
natural.
along with like some
For the character
pretty
to more
hardcore
realistically
anti-aliasing.
interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Looks promising.
Dynamic GI is amazing.
That's cool.
Not just for
that you can
speeding
sort of
up
like just
iterations,
automatically
but also
interact
for
with
its
things
impact on
based on
gameplay.
Nice.
So
Any
they
light
are sort of-
source
I
can
guess they
move
are
while still
sort of
having
showing,
beautiful bounce lighting.
animation and stuff
Dynamic
like that, which is
illumination
cool.
means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to
good.
the light.
Looks good. I'm impressed.
Lumen not
After
only
what
reacts
Xbox
to
was
moving
shown,
light
I am
sources,
genuinely
but also
impressed. If this
changes
is the
in
kind of
geometry.
quality we can expect, I think a lot of people are going to be happy with that. Even the destruction is really satisfying.
Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
That's impressive. That in 4K.
And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone.
Wow. Is this, can someone clarify, is this
Over
running
this
on a
entire
PlayStation
demo,
5
there
dev
are
kit?
hundreds of billions
Or is this
of triangles.
just PC? Like, is the tech demo being run on PC? That's what I want to know. Is this genuinely running on the hardware that they're going to sell to us? Because if so, that's pretty incredible.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, so they reckon it's running on a PlayStation 5. That's mind-blowing. Honestly, like, to think, as someone who plays, like, you know, I'm a elitist, I guess you could say, when it comes to visual fidelity, and we have the best of the bestest from a PC. This is definitely giving it a run for its money. It's not going to be such a jarring sort of
There's not much time left.
disconnect between going
This
from
doesn't need to be constrained
playing
to
something on
small
PC to
rooms.
then jumping
It
on
can
a
stretch
console and
all the
seeing
way
that sort
to
of
the horizon.
difference. Wow.
Portal, it's open.
You can definitely generate some pretty impressive
Don't
vistas.
fail me now.
I'm impressed that I haven't seen any frame stuttering or any frame drop. Wow. Fortnite Season 3 confirmed.
It's time to see what's next.
Wow. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. I know they've been working on that engine for a long time. Wow. Where to begin with that? Except the fact that it looked absolutely incredible. There is so much detail that they've generated, and I don't want to get my hopes up too much because obviously it's a tech demo and things have been optimized, things have been handcrafted. There isn't massive combat sequences and stuff like that. But if that is legitimately running on a PlayStation console, like unaltered, isn't like a dev kit, it's just this is the hardware you can go into store and buy with the ability to produce that kind of visual level or close to it, I think you're going to see a significant jump in fidelity. And I think I was reading some articles and things recently where people were saying sort of taper your expectations a bit. Don't expect it to be too much of a visual jump. Don't expect it to be like a jarring go-between from generation to generation. And as someone who, plays on PC and primarily, and I have a PlayStation for the exclusives, like probably a lot of people, that's really cool to see. It means that, for me personally, having to jump off PC and play something that may load slower, obviously doesn't look as crisp, doesn't run at the frame rates I'm used to. It kind of it puts a little bit of a dampener, at least initially, and then after maybe like a couple of hours of playing, it just that goes away and you're just sort of in it. You don't think about it. But it is definitely jarring going from what I've currently got to a PS4. So to see quality on par with what we can get on PC and is genuinely better than a lot of stuff you can get on PC. From that, what I saw there, that's exciting. I think that it means that it takes the whole gaming environment to a new level. I think that, whether it be console ports, or anything akin to that, it's sort of anything that's cross-platform. It means you can expect higher quality across the board, because obviously that flow-on effect comes through to PC from any console titles as well. Like, if Xbox is capable of that, and we've seen the hardware that says yes, it should theoretically, on paper anyway, be as good, if not fractionally better, and the whole access to their games list via PC, I'm pretty damn happy with that. If I can get those kind of visuals running on that hardware, one, I'm excited. Two, I'm genuinely wanting to see the price of these things, because that's pretty beasty. But yeah, overall, cool video. Would have been nice to sort of have that chat maybe at the end of the video instead of the very start. But, it's regardless, that's cool. At least we're seeing something from PlayStation. Hopefully we see more. I think they're supposed to have some sort of Ghost of Tsushima event coming up soon in a couple days, so expect a reaction for that. Special thank you to all the guys that have subscribed in the last 2 weeks. It's been incredible. I've seen more support from you guys in such a small amount of time than I have in my years and years and years and years of doing this. So it's been humbling. So thank you so much for that. And I will definitely be making more. So, and probably around this time, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Just surprisingly, like, this was a surprise. Wasn't expecting this to drop. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you made it this far, you're awesome. Discord link should be in the description. Jump in, have a chat. As always, guys, thank you so much. I love making these for you, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.